So the first thing is just what does it look like? The basic move that we want to get to, the best position that I can have him in is if he is here, I'm controlling him, I'm cupping behind his neck, and I'm pulling it offline so that I can use my lats, keeping my lats nice and tight to hold him here. This arm, it's not grabbing his arm, I'm simply clenching and locking it down, and again, using my lats to hold in place here. This is the position one. This is the best position to be in. From position one, we'll run through it real quick and then we're gonna come back to and actually cover each one. So from position one, if he brings his hand through, and we'll talk about how to counter it and all, places it on my chest and starts to push away from me, if he can get space, now he can start throwing punches. So the moment he brings his arm through, I can one, swim through, bring it back down, or as he's bringing his arm through and he's getting ready to throw a punch, I can swim through and I can block with my shin, and I'm cupping the back of his hand and I'm pulling his arm into my shin. Now that leaves the other arm. When he goes to throw that punch, I do the same thing. I bring my leg through, my feet are just kind of right in his hips, resting in his hips, and I'm holding fingerless grip behind his elbows, and I'm not high up where he's like right on my knee, where he could actually slip over and still get free. He's down like mid-shin. And the tighter I hold here, I can actually kind of dig my shins into his bicep, which will bug him and irritate him. So this would be position two. If he escapes from position two, and the only way he can really get away from position two is to get away from me. If he's pressuring coming back into me and pushing in, trying to stand up and put weight on me, I'm simply gonna let my leg slip through, and I'm gonna pull him back to position one. So, his only way out really is to back away. The moment he backs away from position two, I've got to do something again to fill that space so that he can't throw punches. So the moment he can back away just to there and posture up. From here, I'm going to keep my feet on his hips and I'm going to raise my hips off the mat. So now again, of course my hands are going to be in a defensive position, but from here, he can't connect with me with punches. I'm going to try to keep my head up as much as possible, hips are up, keeping my eye line here. That's position three. Position four is if he stands all the way up. The moment he stands all the way up, I need to drop my hips, bring my head up, curl my back a little bit. My feet are going to still be on his hips, heels in, toes out. And this way I can follow him as he starts to turn. Again, from this distance, he cannot throw punches and connect with me. From each one of these positions, the way I recover is as he pressures me, eventually I am going to bring him back into my guard. If he's in position four, I'm not just going to open my guard and let him drop. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest, and then I'm going to shoot through back to position one. So those are the four positions we're going to go through, but we're going to cover each position in detail and talk about